Heather McDonald has got the juiciest scoop. When you're on the road, when you're on the go, Juicy Scoop is the show to know. She talks Hollywood tales, her real life Mr. Segment serial data and serial sister. You'll be addicted and addicted fast to the #1 tabloid real life podcast. Listen in, listen up. Whoop whoop. Heather McDonald, Juicy Scoop.
Hello and welcome to Juicy Scoop, your favorite funny man, tell it like it is, East Coast original, LA delight,
yeah, thank you.
Model, actor, father, husband, brother, and platonic son and platonic friend of mine, Chris Franjola, back from the Hamptons.
Montauk, yeah, close enough.
Living your life.
Thank you. Yes.
You were at Surf Lodge every night.
Pretty close. I was having a pretty good time.
Getting behind the DJ booth.
I mean,
hanging out with the Summer House kids.
Nothing makes you feel older than going like out in the Hamptons at like Saturday night. Oh man. But anyway.
How many Saturday nights did you guys do?
Well, I guess we were there 2 Saturday nights. We don't really go out, you know.
But
we go out to lunches and stuff. And
yeah, that's more
it's just the greatest. It's the greatest. I love it out there. It rained a little bit, but what are you gonna do?
How many days did it rain?
It rained 2 out of our pretty much 8 days there.
Oh, that's not too.
But you could make it through the rain.
Yeah.
My daughter and I just went to the beach in the rain, like 2 losers, and pouring rain. We're on the beach. But when you have a
see your glasses.
7-year-old, you have to be on the beach.
Are these the ones I tried on before? No.
I know these are new.
These are new. Okay, so Khloe Kardashian just had these on. This is the look that every person is doing, where it's not really like a sunglass. It's like just to add to your look.
Exactly.
It's not totally clear.
They look very good on you. It's a good look.
And then it's like, I'm a hip person. I'm a hip.
That's what you want.
70s detective.
That's what you want.
I remember this was a look back in my growling days, but they were really yellow.
Oh.
And people would wear them out at nightclubs and stuff. I mean, this lens was yellow.
Right.
And it eventually left. So I'm just curious how long this look is going to go for. And I'd like to make my prediction.
Well, I would venture to say that's a classic look. I think it could be around forever, depending upon your style. Okay. But you go ahead and make your prediction. I'm
going to say it's going to be over with by May 22nd of 27.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's a day away from my birthday.
That's when you can put through. No, listen, I wear, the other day I was wearing these sunglasses that were like very in like 2010 or 11, these Tom Fords. And they still look great. And then you bring back that and you look like you're really ahead of the game because someone's like, what are you doing with those old sunglasses?
I feel like sunglasses are something that, if you're not doing like white Oakleys or something, I feel like you can get away with them for all the time.
Are the white Oakleys the ones that like a guy is wearing when he's dressed up for the first time in 5 years for his brother's wedding?
Yeah.
And then he wears it around the back of his bald head. Yeah, the back of the bald head. Mm-hmm. And he's drinking a beer at 2 before the ceremony starts.
Listen, I don't want to talk about white Oakleys too much because I think both Peter and Drake are wearing them right now.
I don't think they have the Oakleys. No.
So but it's like
those are like those thin ones. They're like
it's like a bro
frame.
look. It's a bit of of a bro-y
thinner
look.
Frame.
Yeah, and so I don't know if I would have those. But I bought those. What do you think the price is on those? I mean, I bought them in the Hamptons in Montauk at just some little shop.
I think that they were $175.
$100, $99.
Okay,
not bad. Again, I should be
very good at guessing
because I saw Kylie Jenner. One of them was wearing. All anyone talked about. She showed up to the World Cup, the finals, and all I was talking about was her $65 sunglasses that she was wearing.
And were they like that with that shape?
Yeah, she does like a thin black one.
Yeah.
But I like people to see, because I like to wear them at night too, like a real douchebag.
Oh.
So I want people to see my eyes.
I just saw an ad on social media for goggles that you'd swim in the water with.
Yeah.
But they look like cool Ray-Bans.
Oh, I got to get those.
I think that is so genius. So then you could just like wear them and not look like a freak, not look like an ugly person swimming in the ocean.
Because nobody tells you when you're having children that, I mean, I think like people who like you who have your children are now grown. If you see people like me who are about to have children, there's a couple of things I think people need to definitely say to people about to have a child.
Which is?
And one of them is you're going to spend the majority of your life from now on in a swimming pool.
Totally.
Never stops. So I need goggles because I'm in the swimming pool 12 hours a day.
You know what really, I was at Terranea this week for like this podcast thing. And I was up, I woke up at like 7:30. The sun was out. It wasn't overcast. I'm like, I'm going to enjoy like looking at the ocean because this overlooks the ocean.
Nice over there.
And I went and got my cup of coffee and my walk. I'm listening to my podcast, which is my favorite one, Juicy Scoop. I like to listen back to it. And you know, it's 7:30 and I saw the parents already with all the gear going to the pool. And I looked at these kids and I'm like, those kids woke them up at 5:30 to say, when can we go in the pool?
Yeah. I mean, I like to apologize to everybody for all of us who ruin every beautiful resort there is with our children. We ruin everything with our splashing around children. For us, we're in heaven. But for the people who are just there to enjoy their lives, it's ruined.
Once you're out of it, you know, like when we were at the Terranea, I was like, okay, we went to this, I wanted to try the different pools. So my friend joined me, we went to the one pool, which was like in the fitness. That was nice. That was quiet. That's like
adults only.
Pretty much adults only.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think then I went because there was a water slide.
Oh.
And I said, I actually do want to go down the water slide. And my friend's like, okay, I'll film it.
Can they let adults are allowed?
Yeah, but the line was too long.
Yeah.
I'm like, screw this. So then we go upstairs to the teen pool.
Oh.
But then that was just all the alpha teens like drowning each other. Like all these boys were like throwing a football around. I'm like, this is worse than the kid pool.
Yeah.
So then we left that. And then we went to the adult pool, which was like a smaller, like douchebag Las Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
At Terranea?
No, I mean, it was just smaller, but I'm just saying it was very nice. I liked Terranea. Listen, Terranea is a good pool.
I like it too.
But I'm just saying it was like just a pool with just people sitting around drinking is what I'm talking about.
Okay, gotcha.
But still overlooking the ocean and all that. I loved it. I went to all the different places. I just, not living by the ocean, I was like, I need to spend every second looking at the water before I get in my car. So that's the deal. And I did reveal this on my Patreon, but it was a real full circle moment because going to this thing, which was for podcasting and stuff, I said to Drake, I go, oh my God, you know that we're going here for my career, and my first acting job ever was for Marineland, which was a smaller SeaWorld at the same location, which is now Terranea.
Oh, really?
In Palos Verdes. Yes.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
It was my first job ever, and we were so excited for
that's full circle. They call that, I believe. Or
yes,
Oprah.
But what happened was it was kind of like a glorified extra. Like it was my first job, but they were, we would get residuals because I got to say something. So, I knew if I said something, then you get paid more. I was like 6. And this guy was my dad, supposed to be my dad. And I remember I had an older dad. So when they gave me this dad that was like as young as Drake, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, my dad has gray hair. Like, what? And I'm like jumping on his arm and I'm pointing. And they're like, you're going to point like you're seeing something. Because at the time, I think Shamu or whoever the big whale was pregnant. And the whole thing was, you now come to Marineland to see her and her baby.
Oh, wow.
And so we knew that it was coming. She'd had the baby. The commercials were going to run now.
Yeah.
And I just remember like watching the news and the news is on. We were those people that had the TV on all the time. And it was like, sad news out of Marineland. Shamu like had some fucking postpartum or something.
Yeah. Killed the baby or something. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's
and then my mom was like, well, now you won't get the residuals for that one.
Yeah.
So that I didn't get to see it.
Yeah.
I never got to see me going like, maybe they used me in something else, but it wasn't the part where I was like, Shamu's baby.
Oh, was Shamu's baby actually there or you were pretending?
I think I was pretending because they were like, by the time this commercial comes out, then the baby will be here.
Oh, gotcha. Wow.
And so I thought about that just as we were pulling in. I'm like, this is such a full circle like moment of my life.
Yeah.
And anyway, so
you want to hear my first line ever in anything ever?
Yes.
Which I believe one of you guys went to Crespi, right? Didn't these guys go to Crespi?
My other son, Brandon.
Yeah,
did.
went to Brandon. Well, I shot this at Crespi High School.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Porn?
Well, no, those were later. But for real, like those were later. But it was an after school special, but right, Disney, like educational. They showed it in classrooms.
Yeah.
And when I mentioned it, people were like, oh, I think I saw that in my classroom.
Oh yeah.
It was about steroids. Steroids were going to be the end of the world at this point. Children are going to take steroids and freak out. And it was a PSA or whatever against steroids. Okay. And I was on the football team, and my line was, "You better get on the roids, dude. It's your last hope." And
how old were you playing a high school student?
I was probably 19 at the time.
Oh, you came out here right at 18. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good casting.
I remember seeing the guy who played Benny. It was called Benny and the Roids.
Okay.
And I remember seeing the guy who played Benny and watching him interact with the other stars of it.
So this was like a whole movie about steroids, like an after-school special?
After-school special, yeah.
Oh,
more or less.
Okay.
But it was done by Disney Channel.
It
was a good part.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I got a part. And then they I guess my New York accent was too thick. They dubbed my voice. So now you see it, and I swear they use like an older black man. So you see me lean over and say the line, but it's a voice of like James Earl Jones. You better get on the roids, dude. It's your last hope. What is that? It looks nothing like would come out of me.
Amazing.
So yeah. So in a way, it's the same as yours. I'm kind of in it, but I'm dubbed.
Speaking of, this is a segue for a sad subject, but it's really all over the news, so we have to talk about it.
Okay.
You know the story of the tragic death of Nolan Wells, this young man who lived in South Carolina, 4th of July. We've talked about it. They didn't know he was, his friends said, we left him on the Horn Island. We went back on a boat. We didn't hear from him. They couldn't find him. And then they sadly found his body in the ocean.
Yeah.
And they had one autopsy there. Maybe it was Mississippi. I don't know. It was in the South. They did that autopsy and they said it's drowning. And then his family, everyone was suspicious that the friends who were predominantly white were not talking, and they had removed their social media, and they're like, something crazy is going on here. So then they hired a team of people, or the team of people came forward to help them. And they took the body to DC, where a world-renowned autopsy person looked at it, and he still says it's inconclusive. He said there was some redness on the back of the head, but that could be from, hitting something while being in the water.
Right.
Or it could be even when you put the body on the slab after they're deceased.
Yeah.
So that was one thing. But then they said, the other autopsy people have kept the throat. So I don't know if it was drowning or not.
Yeah.
But I know there's not like other broken bones or wounds or anything that would indicate that. So it's all inconclusive, right?
So what is now he drowned, right?
Well, so there's a theory that these kids, something happened either accidentally or on purpose where they knew that he was dead. This is what the theory is. If it's not just that he accidentally drowned and nobody saw it, whether he was, they said he was a strong swimmer. So, but he was drinking. And also we all know what's going on right now just in Malibu and stuff. Even lifeguards can't rescue people. So water is very different than being in a pool.
But was it an ocean or a lake? Because it's a big difference. Was it an ocean?
Can you look up if Horn Island? I think it's part of the ocean.
Oh, I don't know.
But still, it's not a pool. Okay. So it's like, did something like that happen? Or, they said, we thought we left him on the island. We brought him there, but we thought he was going home with other people. Everyone had these boats.
Yeah.
So they all said the last time they saw him was 4 p.m. Okay. Well, now there is an audio in which one of the boys of the friends, which he originally went on there with, was headed back. And they called their AAA boat towing company.
I heard that audio.
And he said, we're sinking, we're taking in water. We need a tow. And you hear the woman say, oh, what's your tow now? What's your membership number? And then they said, do you need the Coast Guard? And he goes, no, we don't need the Coast Guard. We just need the tow. Okay. So that was first what we heard. And I was like, okay, what does that really mean? Well, then all over the internet, this person says somehow this audio gets shared everywhere. And it's the beginning of that call before the woman working at the tow place answers. There's some grumbling talking, and now someone with enhanced audio experience said, I've listened to it and I've run it through AI and this is what I'm hearing them say.
Yeah.
Which you hear, according to what is all over, is someone being like, Nolan, is he fucking dead? Wake up, Nolan. And the other guy's like, hey, yeah, we just need a tow and how many people are there? There's 8 or 7 or 8. So they're like, oh my God, there was 8, and they dumped his body and this and that. So I'm seeing all this and I'm like, now TMZ had shared that original call first. Why was this big chunk of audio not shared then?
Right. Yeah.
So then I'm like looking into it, and it's just gone crazy because anybody that thinks there was foul play, well, my God, listen to this. But I was like, this is so easy to fake in this day and age. I don't know if this is real or if someone took this and kind of created this like mystery around it. And I don't think people know for sure, but many people, not many, a handful of people think that this is someone put this out there and said, and using their audio engineering to say this.
Right.
And did this really exist? And then a couple of them have done interviews, some of these kids. So it's not like they're being totally silent.
So what are they saying, that he might have gotten into a fight with somebody?
Yes, like either there was a fight and they killed him, or they
because I heard he was talking to a girl. They were trying to find the girl.
So now, if you believe that he was on this boat going back, then the theory is, if you believe that this audio is true, then the theory is they knew he died. They either killed him or he accidentally died, and they didn't tell anybody, and then they threw his body over the boat. Then the tow people take the boat, they go back and enjoy 4th of July and don't tell anybody, and then remove all of their social media and all that stuff, and have a bond like, I know what you did last summer, and we're going to take this to our graves.
Right.
That's that theory. The other theory is they removed their social media and all that stuff because they were immediately being bombarded because he was missing for like 30 hours. They're immediately getting bombarded from the internet because he's black and they're white. And their parents and everybody just said, remove your social media because you could have been drinking on there. You could have been just remove it. And
was there any drugs in his system or anything like that?
They have not said that there was.
Okay.
Yeah. We personally, I don't think we know that, but they were drinking like White Claws and stuff. I mean, but it still was only 4:00. And so from the beginning, I was like, I think they feel like shit because they didn't communicate well with their friend. And then he ended up either being stranded or drowning or whatever, and they didn't know about it. But other people would say, no, they know, and they're staying silent. And this was a big cover up, whatever it is. And why isn't anyone just telling the truth? I personally just don't think that like 7 to 8 kids.
Somebody cracks. When you got 7 or 8.
7 or 8. I mean, 7 or 8 kids is a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
To not have one person go, I need to tell you what fucking happened. Yeah. Like, I just, I don't know. I hope that it is an accident. I mean, we don't want to know that this happened. If it was my child, I would want it to be an accident. I wouldn't want to be that his friends did something,
So did he fall overboard? I mean, how did he wind up in the water?
Nobody knows.
Oh, okay.
The kids say we left him on Horn Island.
Yeah.
Nobody else is saying I took him on my boat back. Everyone said last he was seen, he was talking to a girl on Horn Island. There's all these little boats around. And then his phone was like left on the original boat, but they didn't realize that he had left their phone there. And they just were like, oh, hey, they weren't checking on if he was coming back with them or not. Their excuse.
Yeah.
But still makes you feel like a horrible friend if then, in fact, your friend was stranded and he attempted to swim or something and died.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So there's that. But then is there something way more sinister? And is this southern town covering up and hiding it because this was, this was a crime against, a person of color?
Well, we'll see.
That is where it is. But I wonder, in this day and age, it's like Drake just saw this thing he was all excited to buy on Costco.
Oh, no.
It was a lazy river.
Oh, I saw it too.
And
it was fake. In your backyard, right?
In your backyard. And I go, it's only $1,000. I go,
was it fake? Is it fake?
It's fake. Oh. But I was like, for $1,000, we have that grass there. I'm like, we could have such a fun pool party. Like we would fill that up and we'd also have our own pool. I'm like, for $1,000, But and we talked about all those blow up things that you see, like the jet skis that are like,
is that a fake one too?
All those are fake.
Really?
Yes.
Because I saw the lazy river too, and I'm like, oh, because I have a pretty big. I could do a lazy river yard, and I thought about it as well. Oh, I didn't know it was fake.
Yeah.
And usually, I feel like I'm pretty good at spotting the fakes.
I know. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm like, with this and everything else, like you just don't know. You see something that looks so newsy and whatever, and you have to go and like research it on your own.
Right.
Like there was this other thing that I had screen grabbed that came across my feed, and I go, oh, this will be fun to talk about with Chris because it was a sporting one.
Oh, okay.
And I had Drake like look it up, and I go, here, and he goes, where is this story? I go, here, I took a photo of it, and he immediately was like, Mom, this is like a joking sports thing.
Yeah.
But it was these two adorable baseball players, minor league baseball players, that were like clearly fucking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
like, and they were like, hey, guy. And they're like hugging each other. But it looked like they could also just be super excited for each other that the guy caught the ball. But it definitely looked like it could be like heated rivalry for baseball players. And I was like, oh my God, I love this story so much. I cannot wait. Because I thought, I'll mention it to Chris and he'll be like, oh, that team is the blah, 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 blah. And you have all this knowledge. And you'd be like, no, they're not really gay. They're actually just, cousins who give each other handjobs. I don't know.
Sure, yeah.
But it was
either way, still fun.
It was like a jokey story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so you have to make sure in this world.
I know.
Horn Island is in the Gulf of America.
Oh, the Horn Island.
The Gulf of America. Nice job, Drake.
Horn Island is in the Gulf of America.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This episode of Juicy Scoop is brought to you by Poshmark. I love shopping online. I've lived on this earth a long time. And there's certain items that I'm like, God, those were magical items of clothing. One was a particular dress line that just nipped in my waist, covered the arms perfectly, and always looked so chic. And I looked it up on Poshmark, wondering if I could grab some of those great dresses again. And guess what? They were there. And I got 2 of them. And that is why Poshmark is so amazing. Poshmark is the leading fashion resale marketplace shaped by real people and real style. Millions of new and pre-loved items, from daily wardrobe staples to vintage and luxury fashion. Archive-worthy pieces you thought you missed forever, like the dress I just described. Current essentials, one-of-a-kind vintage finds. It's all there. My dress, black halo. And this particular style from like 12 years ago was where it was at. And I found it, and I'm so excited to wear it. New deals and styles are listed every day, so don't wait. Download the Poshmark app today and use code JuicyScoop when you sign up for $10 off your first purchase. This episode of Juicy Scoop is brought to you by Nutrafol. Listen, as we age, a lot of changes have happened, and I realized that my hair was just not what it was in the last few years, and I'm so grateful that I discovered Nutrafol because it really brought back the bounce and the shine that I always was kind of known for. That's what I love about Nutrafol. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand and is the #1 hair growth supplement brand personally used by dermatologists. Nutrafol's hair growth supplements are peer reviewed, NSF certified for sport, and clinically tested. Let your hair be one less thing to worry about. See visibly thicker, stronger, faster growing hair in 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our Juicy Scoopers $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you visit Nutrafol.com and enter promo code JuicyScoop. That's Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code JuicyScoop. This episode of Juicy Scoop is brought to you by ButcherBox. I know everybody that I talk to is focused on getting more protein into their diet, making that a priority. How do I make sure I get quality meats to my home and know that I can cook with them and feel great about it? Well, that's where ButcherBox comes in. ButcherBox delivers 100% grass-fed beef, organic chicken, wild-caught seafood, and more, all sourced to standards they can actually tell you about. They've already done the research and made the tough sourcing decisions. So all you have to do is decide what's for dinner. If you're looking for an easier way to get great meals on the table, give ButcherBox a try. Go to butcherbox.com/juicyscoop to get 20% off your first box, plus your choice of free ground beef for life, or free chicken thighs or top sirloins in every box for a year with free shipping always. That's butcherbox.com/juicyscoop. Again, that's butcherbox.com/juicyscoop. Be sure to use our link so they know Heather McDonald sent you. Okay, so this also happened just last night. So Usher has, a big show, and he brings this girl up and he sits down and he's basically doing like a Chippendale sexual thing, shirt off and all this stuff. And then he got up and was like, she's not giving me anything. And he's like, go away. And everyone was like, ooh, like he didn't get it, like he's pissed.
Right.
And I'll take you, honey, like whatever.
Right.
And so then the girl spoke up because she was like, her life was being ruined online. And she wrote, "First off, nobody is declining to go on stage. I looked good as F and thought I wasn't going to let thousands of people see me. Yeah, right. On the big screen where your bleeps will never be. I think where you bitches will never be.
Oh,
My
yes.
mom and I had floor seats. Their team approached us and moved us to the VIP before the show even started. Pretty privilege sometimes is something you'll never know about." Meaning she's pretty privileged.
So she was getting shit before. Now she's really going to get shit.
Yeah. They don't say who you're going up there for. Y'all wanted me to get up there and fuck him. Chat folks aren't used to anything. That's the most exciting thing that would have happened in y'all little ass lives. Fuck y'all disrespectively. And then like the winky emoji face. So of course, when they bring someone on stage like that,
They want it.
They say, hey, we're going to bring you on stage. Are you down for that?
Yeah.
Whether it's David Copperfield or
Right.
something like this. And you go, okay, like I'm down to go.
Yeah.
Right. You don't know what it is. So she was very, very pretty girl. So of course she got chosen. But this is what I think now. Now I think like he planned, like maybe this could even be a little bit planned where he was like, if she's not giving it to me, I'm just gonna be like that. And then this will like go viral. I don't know. But no, I think it was like he does this every night. Someone gets brought up. I think it's really weird in this day and age at 48 to be a singer, to bring up some random girl as a stage show to act like you're gonna like you're a Chippendales dancer. Like, I think it's weird.
I think it's I mean, I've seen it before. There's a lot of acts didn't Bobby Brown used to like actually fuck him on stage?
I remember, remember the one that had the Band-Aid under his eye?
Yes. Nelly.
I saw a viral clip of Nelly bringing up like a 9-year-old.
What?
Yes.
Oh,
and like,
just like dance with? Or?
No, but being like, hey, the pretty lady. And the audience, all the ladies were like, whoa! Like it, and I'm like, what? And it was just like flirty stuff. It's like, when you watch those old game shows where the guy's like, can I have a kiss right here? And the girl's like, and he's like, come on, like it was sort of like that.
Yeah.
Like it was almost like joking, but it wasn't cool. I
was growing up, you probably remember as well.
Yes.
There was a show called The Gong Show.
Yes.
It was just.
We tried out for it, my family.
To do, what was your act?
It was my brother was doing something where he'd put his hands and it was like a little body, like he'd put his hands through pants and dance. And we thought it was so funny. And we got to like the third round.
Oh my God.
And then somehow the table broke.
Oh.
And he was just furious, like that's why we didn't get picked.
Oh, the table broke during the audition.
Yeah, during the audition it broke. So we didn't make it. And but that was always my brother. This is my musician brother. Every time we go see him perform, it was always like something was wrong with the Marshall thing. It was always just like someone else's fault why the show is not going well.
So you guys didn't make the Gong Show.
We did not make the Gong Show. I was like just like dancing in the background. It was his bit, but I remember we auditioned for that.
As
I think that was before I got a legit agent. I mean, I've been thirsty since day fucking one.
That's what I'm gathering. I mean, I've heard 2 stories now in the first 15 minutes of this podcast where you sound like a little thirsty
child.
child.
Driving around and going, for someone who's been in the business for over 50 years, Heather, like you actually are not very successful.
But you are, yes and no.
And I live
yes
here,
and, no.
and I live here, so I already had like an advantage, right?
More successful than most. I know a lot of people who are as thirsty as you are and have gone nowhere.
Yeah, but they might argue that they came here at like 22. I was here working with animals, Shamu.
Shamu's baby. Yeah. But anyway, I remember there used to be a lot of like, I mean, you could see it online. There's like the acts on that show, the Gong Show, where there's like 14-year-old girls just like licking lollipops for like 3 minutes. You remember that? I mean, I'm not kidding. You could see it's online.
It was,
And, you know, and then this guy would, Chuck Barris, I think his name was, would just like dance behind him. It's back when there were 3 networks and anything could get on.
Do you remember that other show where they would crown you as like a beauty queen, but you got like a thing of like carrots instead of roses?
No, like Let's Make a Deal?
No, it was like some other weird show. Also, all I did was watch TV. I saw someone post this and be like, anybody go to this camp during your summers? And it was the schedule of all the TV from like, 1980.
Yeah.
And this was your schedule because you didn't go to camp. And I'm like, that was me.
Me too.
That was me. And it was like, like, oh my God, it was like, Go Ask Alice, One Day at a Time reruns. Mm-hmm. Like it was all these really mature, like sad 70s sitcoms where like people like a divorced woman like can barely make ends meet. I'm like, how is this a funny show?
Every show was that, some single woman who could 2 kids in a shit apartment.
Come up on your feet, on your feet. Let the music going. One Day at a Time. Oh my God. So depressing.
That was the one with
Bonnie Franklin.
Valerie Bertinelli,
and she leaves her husband. She had she had 2 daughters that were like 17 and 15. She was only like 34, character. And she had them when she was young. And she left the husband. She's going to try to make it in advertising. And then the
Mackenzie Phillips was the older
Mackenzie
sister.
Phillips, who was like an active drug addict while she was on the show. Horrible complexion, but good ass actress. And Valerie Bertinelli. And then she was just like, every scene was her just being like, and like that's where it'd end. And then the audience would be like, because it was a live audience, the audience would be like, woo!
I guess this is, But then you always had the comic relief of Schneider coming in.
And how creepy is that? A super just comes in your house all the time unannounced.
Big laugh.
And you're a single woman with 2 teenage girls, and this like 50-year-old handyman is like in your place, like eating the cake you made for your daughter. You're like, excuse me, Schneider.
Pat Harrington, played by Pat Harrington. I got his autograph. I've only had 2 autographs in my life. Pat Harrington being one of them. I saw him sitting in a diner when I first came to LA, and I was like, oh my God, I made the right move. This was Pat Harrington sitting right there.
And was he delighted?
And he wrote on a napkin, Pat Harrington.
I love it.
Yeah.
Anyway, when we were in Vegas doing a show a while back, Brain and Julie were very excited to have me go to Thunder Down Under.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they made they knew, like I said, yes, I will go up.
Right.
And I had to have this guy like gyrate, like threw me on a bed.
Really?
And he had long hair. Drake had to film it.
Great.
Drake had to film and edit it so that we could use it in the show the next
Drake,
day.
You're a saint, Drake.
And the other day, Drake was reading my emails, like going through emails, and he goes, oh, hey, this guy writes, why don't you wear flip-flops more often? I really miss that you don't show your toes as much. And I'm like...
No child should have to see these things.
Just a day in the life of Drake. Like, anybody else deal with
hilarious.
this?
There's a pervert here looking to see your toes, Mom. Yeah.
Anyway, I did that, and it was uncomfortable.
Speaking of performances, have you seen any of this, which seems to be all over the internet now? Is just these really, really old performers out there still doing it? And I mean, Frankie Valli, I don't know if you saw any of those, where he literally looks like a corpse.
I mean, it's like Weekend at Bernie's.
Completely lip syncing. The microphone. And the latest one is Barry Manilow. He's in Vegas.
Yeah.
And he's 83.
Right.
And he's had some cancer issues. But now he is coming. I'm not kidding. He looks like he looks dead.
I saw a video of him where someone was saying, oh my God, look, it's Barry Manilow, like just going to Ralph's in Palm Springs.
Yeah.
With I think it's probably just like his bodyguard handler or whatever. It didn't look like they were a couple. And he just wanted to grocery shop himself. and, trim or whatever. But, and the guy was like, Barry. And then the bodyguard's like, could you just, stop?
Yeah.
And so, yeah. But you know what? I guess if you want to keep doing it, I think when you're performing that long, you just don't know any different. But like, I'm also just like, the people going, like, you're probably old too. Is this really how you want to spend your night? I mean, like, I think it would kind of depress me.
I think now people are going to watch like the train wreck of it.
Maybe.
I think people at this point are like, oh, I'd love to see him an hour and a half of him barely making it through, completely lip syncing. You can see it's obviously not.
Well, it's like I keep seeing all these Jelly Roll videos, of him performing, and it's like he's only doing other people's songs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're like, when did Jelly Roll become like karaoke? Like, but he's doing like The Weeknd and.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But people say it's a good show, and then other people shit on it, but I don't know.
I haven't heard from him much after the divorce. That kind of went away.
People said I talked about way too much. Well, Bunny got a Rolls Royce.
Oh, good.
Yeah. She bought a brand new Rolls Royce, and, she has her.
Why do I know who Jelly Roll's wife? Like, why do I even know that? If she wasn't an actress or anything, right?
No, but when he became big, part of it was like, I can't believe this big, ugly, fat fuck has this like kind of pretty girl.
Yeah.
And he just was like, Bunny does everything for me. So, she's the reason I'm here. And then every girl and like every fat, ugly guy watching it was like, I could get a Bunny. And then every girl that's with a piece of shit is like, it's okay that he's a piece of shit because he still is choosing to be with me like Jelly. So it was like this weird kind of like opposite of like relationship goals or something, just kind of like, let's champion these people. And then when they broke up, everyone was like, was this all like a fake thing?
Yeah.
And they said they were going to have, we're still having a baby.
Still best friends.
And we're still having a baby. I don't believe it. Just like I didn't believe that Britney was pregnant when she claimed that she was having a baby with Sam. I was like, she's not pregnant.
Right.
I'm like, I just don't think I don't think there's a baby in her. I don't think there's a baby in someone else. I don't think a baby's coming. I think she's going to enjoy her money. And I think they are definitely not being talked about as much. I'm like the only person talking about it.
Yeah.
Well, you remember, speaking of concerts, the Coldplay affair.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I can't believe how big that got.
It got so big, and now she's like doing TED Talks and stuff.
I know.
Like, it like completely benefited her life.
Yeah.
I think she's like still with her husband, and it's just like, I don't know what it is. So they're talking about like, we went to a concert. I don't even know what happened, but she's fine. Well, a similar thing allegedly happened.
Oh, no.
Okay. So I looked it up. I do believe this is real.
Okay.
But this guy was filming, as you do everything, and came across a couple in their like work suits, guy and a woman making out. And he was like, oh my God, get a room already. And the guy looks back like kind of like laughing and then sees that he's filming. And they're both like, could you not, whatever. And the guy posts it. And people immediately recognize them as part of, they are both married people.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's married for sure. She works under him, and he's a lawyer. And he's this lawyer. I won't say his name just because, But so this is so it's another thing that the thing is, like, you cannot cheat or murder on public property.
No. Yeah, that's a good tip.
There are cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you have to like. It's so, there's all these more opportunities to cheat with technology, but it's so trackable. And like this could happen. You could just be out and somebody just posts something like that. It could be in a different town thinking no one's going to know that we're in, Apple, Wisconsin or whatever.
Right.
And then some TikToker like happens to, and someone sees that video and is like, why is Chris Franjola with this woman that's not his wife or whatever. And then all of a sudden your life is ruined.
Yeah. I usually I just walk around alone, but there'd be times where I'd be walking like a feature act or something. Might be a woman.
Yeah.
I can't think of any, but I'm sure. Anyway, bring it on.
Well, it's crazy. So then also did you see this at the terminal for Spirit Airline? A raccoon fell out of the sky.
I saw that.
Out of the ceiling.
Yeah. It was pretty shocking.
Fucking raccoons are huge.
I know.
And they're real weird. They have like long hands.
Human hands.
They have like I mean, I would die.
Yeah.
I would be so freaked out. Oh my God. So that just said a lot.
I thought Spirit Airlines went out of business. Didn't they go out of business a couple of months ago? Or
I think they're
just flying raccoons now?
I think, is Frontier still around?
Frontier, I believe, is still around. Maybe. I don't know.
I think maybe they're going out of business, but they still have a few months
couple of
left.
routes left. That's who you want to get on, that airline. They're on the last couple of days. The pilots are half-assing it. That's what you get on that flight.
A raccoon. I mean, it was just so. Scooter Braun, Scooter Braun,
still going strong. Him and that
with Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney,
and they did a 2-person bungee jump to show off their love, straight out of The Bachelor.
I mean, whatever her whoever is behind her, whatever machine is behind her, they are working hard. I mean, she is and she's giving people what they want. It's just like, honey, you know what we want here. We want you in panties with the big boobs. That's what we want. And every picture I see, she's like walking around in panties and her big boobs.
Yeah, because I mean, did she? Wait, I remember she was in White Lotus the first season, and she was good in that. She was in Euphoria.
Yes.
And then, but from there, I think just because she sort of has like a weird look, it's not like a traditional, like beautiful look, but she's sexy.
Yeah.
That's really what like got it going.
And I think, then it just somehow publicists get behind certain people and make it happen.
But I mean, I would not be doing this bungee jump thing. I always think really both of you are equally 100% on board. Maybe, there's that couple that climbed the state building and stuff. So they're both the same.
Oh, they're both like climbers.
Yeah. So maybe they're both jumpers or whatever. But
there's nothing worse than, in my opinion, than a couple who does like their hobbies together.
Like extreme.
I feel like the point of having hobbies is to get away from your husband or wife. Like, don't do them together. Like, that's your time alone. Like, if you're like one of those people who's like paints like Civil War miniatures, which is something I thought about doing.
Why?
Because I think I'm a pretty good painter. I paint like little ceramics with my daughter, and I feel like I have a very steady hand. Listen, every now and again I get a little crazy.
Remember when George W. Bush became a painter?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Now it's pretty good. He totally improved.
Right.
But when it first started, remember, it was kind of funny.
Yeah, people are bad, but anyway, I wasn't going to paint. I was just going to paint like little statuettes, little Civil War statues. I never did it, but it was a passion.
I could absolutely like stop podcasting and turn this space into pottery.
That's what
pottery or just painting.
That's what I have a similar space in my house that led me to this crazy idea that I had. And I wanted to paint Civil War. Because we paint a lot. That's another thing I do with my daughter. You got to paint. That's a lot of painting.
Yes. Oh, we had, and then we got to that place where I'm like, I remember like in Mackenzie's closet, like all like the Color Me Mine stuff.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
gotta go.
We let it, it's gone.
Yeah.
She's not one that like cares about.
Have you been to Color Me Mine lately? You better bring your fucking wallet, because I just went. We got to kill time. Summertime.
It's air conditioned. It's an activity. It's a good thing. That's why they know they can charge you.
Nice music playing. Yeah. I'll sit for hours. And my daughter just paints in 2 seconds. And goes, can I get another one? Okay, another one? I said, yeah, go get another one. I'm not finished with mine. Because I'm taking it seriously. I'm over there.
Yeah.
And so four shitty things later, she just slops paint on everything. And I mean, I take this stuff up. The price is on the bottom. I swear to God, last time it was $272 or something. It was.
Because you picked like a platter? What did you pick that was so expensive?
She picks like big, like a bear. It's going to be a piggy bank. I'm like, piggy bank? What? Nobody has coins anymore. The fuck are we going to do with that? It goes right in the trash, when we get home. I might as well just take the $262, put it right in the trash.
Oh my God, I totally remember that. And I was like, not rolling in it. So it was just like, I only did it once in a while. And also I only want to take Mackenzie because she had talent. Yeah. After I was like, no, boys. Like, no, you're not. Your stuff is shit.
Yeah. Well, look at him now. He's reading emails about your feet. He landed on his feet.
This episode of Juicy Scoop is brought to you by Quince. I love Quince because the items are high quality and they work great. I just was wearing a dress last night to dinner. It was hot out, and this was a beautiful silk just above the knee, wasn't sticking to my waist, breezy, it get the air come through, not low cut, just one of those perfect dresses. And that's what I find at Quince. And every time I get something from there, I'm never disappointed. I've gotten so many blouses that I've worn on this show. I love their linen blazer that is so chic, looks so great over a dress like that or with a pair of jeans. Their denim is the softest denim I've ever gotten. The biggest thing is that it's great pricing and you're paying so much less than you would for retails. It really is the best. And I have friends that are like all into Quince now because they hear me on the show talk about it, but they also get to see these items in person. Make your summer wardrobe feel easier. Go to quince.com/juicy for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns, now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/juicy for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/juicy. This episode of Juicy Scoop is brought to you by Boll and Branch. It is hot, and there's nothing worse than waking up sweaty and feeling like you cannot get back to sleep because it's just such an uncomfortable sleep. Well, that is why I love my Boll and Branch sheets. They are amazing, and you guys have to check it out. They have this summer bedding options that are breathable, lightweight, and designed to keep you cool all night long. And 94% of Boll and Branch customers say their sheets get softer with every wash. And I'm one of those customers, and they absolutely do. We were in a heat wave, and I was so comfortable in my Boll and Branch sheets last night. I did not feel sweaty or anything. It's really bedding I've never experienced anywhere else. I absolutely love it. You guys have to try it. Sleep cooler this summer with Boll and Branch. Get 15% off your first order plus free shipping at bollandbranch.com/juicyscoop with code JUICYSCOOP. That's Boll and Branch, BOLLAND branch.com/juicyscoop, code JUICYSCOOP to unlock 15% off. bollandbranch.com/juicyscoop, code JUICYSCOOP. Exclusions apply. Your girl, Meghan Markle.
Yeah, you were telling. I didn't hear this.
A guest spot of judging on MasterChef Australia.
Oh, wow. How they've fallen.
I mean, I'm sorry. It's time that you move to LA and get on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That's what you should be doing. And it's a lot cooler and a lot better than these one-offs.
But she can't fight like they want her to. That would be bad for the look.
I just know what I need out of her.
Yeah.
Is something better than this.
Okay.
But she does it. And then in it, she gets a call on FaceTime from Harry.
Of course.
Which I'm sure was contracted into the
thing. That was part of the deal. You gotta have one
call from Harry. But, she's doing the pose that they all do. Look at how the 3 women all do that weird hand thing that I said when you go to like hosting school. When you have to stand there. Remember when like everyone do like e-news before it edited? It was like, well, Julia Roberts got quite a friendly hello from a furry 4-legged friend. Up next. And they're always just like, because they're not going to put their hands on their hips and they're not going to talk like this. So it's just like, you have to just you just put your tips together.
Oh, I like that.
Your little tips together, like a half holding. And
so how long was she on for? Like a week or?
I don't even know.
Did it already air?
But I was also like, it's
I
Australia.
I heard nothing about it.
I know. That. Like, that's why I'm like, this really, like, no one really gives a shit about them anymore.
No,
and then there'll be like one article like, oh, we saw the back of Lilibet's head. No one cares.
No.
Like, we don't care about it. Like, go. But this is what we are.
Unless
so
Lilibet gets
close.
on stage with Nelly, nobody wants to hear about it.
Unless she what?
It gets on stage with Nelly. Nobody cares. Yeah.
But I was like, no offense to Australia.
Yeah.
But I was also just like, really? Like, maybe that's why she doesn't want to do it here. Maybe she wants to just like get her feet wet.
Yeah.
In other countries. I don't know. Like, what you get paid for it? I don't know. But I mean, just think about what she went from. The 100 million Spotify deal, the 100 million Netflix deal, or whatever it was.
And she was supposed to be like basically the new Martha Stewart, She was
going to be the new Martha Stewart. They were going to have all these shows. They did the polo show that nobody watched, which is a reality show about polo players.
Right.
Like, then they had the Spotify deal where, you know, he was like coming up with all these different podcast ideas. And they're like, and I mean, she would do like 6 episodes a year.
Yeah.
And then she wouldn't even talk to the person. She would just like, they would have someone else interview the person and then she would like read them like on a phone at her house. Like I was like, that's what I think they realized is that they were like really kind of not creative and lazy.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. Like, how do those people feel? How does Netflix and Spotify feel that they fucking threw that much money at these people?
I often wonder, like, because Spotify threw money at a lot of people there for a while, or Sirius, one of those companies,
any of the big ones.
Yeah, and it was just like, man, did they just like write it off as a loss and move on, or is it ruin their year?
Or does that person get in trouble that like
like the person who did it? Like, are they gone?
Yeah.
Did you hear about the story? Speaking of Netflix, about the one guy who I guess like a couple of days ago, he was pretty high up in Netflix, and they go on these retreats out here in California, these beautiful resorts. And I guess they were on a retreat. They did like a trust practice, you know, I'm not in the corporate world, but I guess in the corporate world, these things they do. And they asked him to give us a secret that you wouldn't tell anyone else. And he said something like, I tried ketamine a few times.
Okay.
And they were like, oh, you're fired. So he got fired, and now he's got on some crazy tangent on Instagram saying they asked me to be honest in a trust thing.
I mean, that's like Scientology. That's why you told those 2 cans.
Yeah.
And they get you to tell every single thing, because then they're like, if you ever try to leave, we're going to tell that you have sick thoughts.
Oh, is that what they do?
Yeah, like I think it's not, I don't even think it's like, oh, I think I'm gay or I had a gay relationship. Maybe that was it 30 years ago. But I think they get to a place where you're like, yeah, I've thought about, I was holding my nephew and I thought about throwing him off the balcony. Not that you wanted to, but everyone has like weird thick, and then they're like, well, we have this now. So like, you better stay here forever.
Oh shit. I wonder what John Travolta told him. He's been there a long time.
He's never leaving.
No.
Neither is Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, thank God I've never had to do anything like that in any of our, I mean, I guess we were a little corporate over at Chelsea lately. It was kind of like a corporate environment, but nothing too bad.
No.
You know, every now and again we had to meet with, it's my favorite story when we had to go to some NBC, thing where they were telling us about, what do they call it? They were just going to tell us what the rights, sexual harassment.
Harassment.
They were going to tell us about it.
Yeah, it was like a standard thing.
Yeah, standards and practices and human resources, whatever.
And we had to hear about the Friends case.
And
that is pretty interesting. So when Friends was in production, there was a writer's assistant who then came forward and said,
years later,
I would like to sue because of all the sick shit I heard the writers talk about with their own dating life and whatever as they were coming up with
while
these
pitching
concepts.
Stories and stuff. Yeah,
because what writers' rooms are is you procrastinate for the first half of the day.
Yeah, you bullshit
by
about
telling stories and stuff because you don't want to pitch your shitty ideas. You just tell stories about your life and you get people laughing and whatever. And so it went up to the Supreme Court where they sided with Friends and they said it's a creative space and therefore it can't be seen as like offending somebody else that might be in the room that's an employee.
Yeah.
And which is pretty good.
Anyway, I've told this story before.
Yes.
So we sat in this thing and it's very serious, because they're a big company and they don't want any problems. So they sit there and they tell you, here's what you can't say. And if you have any issues, please let us know. And then they ended it and said, does anybody have any questions? And we were all like, no, we're good. And I was like, no, anything. You could say anything right now. Do you have any questions? And Heather goes, yes. Now, these are like corporate executives just there to talk about sexual harassment or whatever. And Heather goes, we do Bagel Wednesday. And sometimes we do 2 shows on Wednesday and it's not a good day for bagels.
No, it's the opposite.
Whatever it was.
It was Bagel Thursday.
That's what it was, yes.
And I said,
but bear in mind, these people had nothing to do with the bagels.
This is what I said. I go, listen. Thursdays, we don't tape a show.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do a sketch. And so sometimes we're on location doing that. But we also have the opportunity to go out for a cute lunch.
Yes.
On Wednesdays, we have to do 2 shows and we have to get there earlier. And a lot of people don't have time to get breakfast. Could we move Bagel Thursday to Bagel Wednesday?
These people are like, well, I'm sorry, what? They weren't even involved in the show. They were like from NBC Universal. And they're like, I don't know.
And I really wasn't trying to be funny. I was really like,
but you were like, you said anything. You said like, anything.
I know that the bagels are coming from like some entity that pays for the show. And I'd really like, because the bagel was great.
I think they were eventually moved. Didn't it move to Wednesday?
They did eventually move to Wednesday. So, thank you. Like, like some people like get like policies put into government. I actually just, because I was like, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And it was a really good, I mean, it was lox, it was red onion, it was cucumber, it was a variety of bagels.
Yeah.
Double toasters. I mean, you could get like at the time, like a $10 like bagel sandwich made, saving that kind of money.
It was top of the line.
Then you come into the meeting, which is a long meeting, and you have like your full spread.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like that's got to be gone, like in TV world, like even like no, large productions.
I know, when you just hear like no work Wednesdays, is being done at all. Like they wish they could have a bagel Wednesday or Thursday. Oh my God,
amazing.
See, that's why Meghan Markle did her one episode, master appearance, and then he like came on. He's like, "Have I interrupted?" And she's like, God, they're those two crazy kids.
I wonder if she auditions for like legitimate, like does she actually audition for real
nothing
stuff?
She's auditioning. It's all offers. Come on.
But I'm saying, does she get off? Like, are they offering her scripted TV shows?
I wonder, because I'm like, if I was doing like a Hallmark, if I was doing any kind of movie and there was a part for like, one that would fit a best friend of the lead or whatever. And it was like, hey, we only need her for 2 days. It's kind of a good part. It's a way for her to be funny. Would she like to do it? I just think she probably comes back and is like, oh yeah, her fee is, $600,000, whatever. It's probably something ridiculous and probably so many demands that they just go, oh, forget it.
Yeah.
But really that's what she should do.
Right.
Because imagine if she just popped in like a legit good movie with like good people. But I think a really good thing probably doesn't want her.
I think if it's it's going to take you out of the movie if it's her, So you'd have to, I don't know what to do.
Has to be. I mean, I bet she could do Hallmark movies.
Yeah, but that's a little low rent for her.
That's what, But eventually it's going to be Hallmark movies. And it's going to be, stuff like that. Okay. This is a very exciting Netflix doc coming.
Ooh.
This is real. This is not fake. I double checked. Raygun's The Viral Olympic Story is heading to Netflix.
Oh, the
Australian
breakdancer
who did the breakdancing, who was like a teacher.
And people were angry at her because they say breakdancing was supposed to be in the Olympic event forever,
and
after that.
Ruined it.
Yeah, and they took it out of the Olympics for like real legitimate breakdancers. So she's not looked at very fondly.
I mean, I feel like there's just, so many documentaries about things, but this one I'm actually very excited for. Like, I actually really want to know the story behind it.
Me too.
What she thought about all like the viral videos of making fun of it.
Yeah.
How did she, like, I just wonder if was she really a breakdancer, or they were just like, hey, we need a breakdancing team. And like at this.
It was shocking when it happened. Remember? It was like one of those things they did early in the morning when the event. So, but it started to go viral online. And I remember watching it the first time and going, oh, this has to be a joke. And it wasn't. So it was crazy.
And she was like older. Like, I just wonder if it was one of those things like when they make a new sport and you realize like, wait a minute, nobody is joining the team.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I think it was. I think she was just like, I'm just going to join the team. I kind of can breakdance and I kind of like it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, well, do the team. You're on it. Like, we don't have anybody else that's signed up. Like, I mean, remember when like Gina Davis was like joined the Olympics in archery?
Yeah. I do vaguely remember
the actors
that.
Like, and I was like, how did she suddenly like get into archery?
Right. Yeah, I guess that did happen.
You know what I've never understood?
What's that?
The sport of fencing.
Fencing, yeah.
So they wear that thing on their face and they do the fencing, but like, could they ever like stab someone?
I think, yeah.
Like in the olden days, not anymore.
I think it's hit like the throat a couple times or something. There's a little area
that they could.
Yeah. I think there's.
The tip's not sharp.
Yeah, there's like a ball on the tip.
But like, is there like, do you imagine if you were just like talking to somebody and they're like, oh, how old is your daughter? And you say, and then you're like, oh, and you have a daughter, how old is she? She's 12. Oh, what is she into? Fencing.
There are
like,
people.
are there people doing fencing?
Yeah. It became like a bit of a thing out here in LA for a while. There were people like joining fencing classes.
I feel like it's just a routine.
It is. There's
like
a little bit of that to it. Yeah. I mean, I think it's all about the movement, like a ballet or something. I don't, I've watched it.
Amazing. Now, Tom Segura and Christina Pazsitzky, I've talked about it, but I haven't talked about it with you.
Yeah.
Big podcasters, Your Mom's House, divorcing. She looks great. She got a little work done.
I love Christina. She's been a friend for a long time.
And I saw a post-divorce. She's like, yeah, I got like an upper eye lift. Everyone should do it.
Yeah.
It's a great thing to do for people that need it. And I think she's doing some shows and stuff and still being very private about it. They'd already I don't think she's done any. They
have a couple kids
shows.
too, right?
Yeah, they have boys that are like 8 and 10.
Yeah.
What is your thoughts about it?
I mean, I honestly know them a little bit. I know Tom a little bit. I know Christina pretty well, but I mean, I haven't seen them in a long time. I don't listen to that podcast, but I mean, what are you hearing? Like, is it bad? Because they said they're going to continue on with the podcast, right? They're going to.
I mean, Jelly Roll and Bunny said, we're still going to have a baby. Yeah. I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
I don't believe it.
They haven't done any new ones yet.
You're going to see each other every day. Or whatever, how many times, I don't know if is Your Mom's House just a once a week thing or was it like an everyday thing? I don't know. But even if it was once a week,
right? Like
you don't need to do it. And I mean, it would be amazing if they did, if they truly were so on the same page that they could like laugh about like dating each other. I don't know.
I mean, I think if two people could do that, it's them. I mean, I feel like they are kind of self-deprecating and they could pull it off. But also they have it's a giant company. Like it's not just that podcast. They have a bunch of different podcasts that they do under their production company. So yeah, it's a big deal. I mean,
everyone predicts that it's going to be like her blow up. Like she's going to really, and she's in a great position to really delve into whatever she's feeling at this stage of her life. Could resonate so well and do the divorce tour and just freaking go off. And
I don't think she's going to do that.
I know, but she could if she wanted to.
I mean, there must be some sort of like, they're too big. I mean, I think they have a lot of employees. There's probably some sort of, you can't talk about.
And also they have kids and everything. So it's like, yeah, maybe they really did just go, just like that movie that we saw with Will Arnett.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think we got to call it. And he's like, okay. Like they're just like brushing their teeth. And she's like, I think it's time we call this marriage. And he's like, all right.
Yeah.
I hope to God it was that.
That's the vibe I get based on absolutely nothing.
That'd be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I feel like he was touring constantly, always on the road, playing giant venues. And she was, I mean, like stuck at home with the kids, and eventually that becomes a problem, I think.
And also just feeling like, I said this with Dr. Drew. I'm like, it's just different. Like, just as a woman.
And he knows them well, right? Wasn't he on their network? Yeah.
And it's just, I just think, but in the end, they're all both going to be fine. They're both going to, if they want to, will find other people.
Yeah.
I predict he'll be with like a respectable 35-year-old.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like some chick who's not funny.
Okay.
Who is just, not a loser, like has a career, whatever.
Yeah.
Isn't 25, but isn't 50 either. And so like 35, 36. And, it's just super easy and it's totally different than what he had with her. And it's like, he's not looking to have something like that challenging at this point. He was just like someone who's like nice and like super into him and worshiping him and likes like and is into like the rich shit and all that he's into now.
Yeah.
And then she will rock it. And then if she gets with somebody, it'll just be like a totally normal, like nice, cool dude. Maybe a little bit younger.
I like that. I like that for both of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they'll find.
I've always liked Tom and Christina. So, I wish them well.
Yeah. I think sometimes it's sad when people are like, And a lot of them are like, we want mom in the divorce, you know,
Right.
they like her. Okay, these two, God.
Enough already.
Someone sent this to me and said, you were right again, Heather, which sometimes I don't want to be right. This is, Jason said, Trav, short for Travis Kelce, has always been able to carry a tune. Obviously, it paled in comparison to some of the other people singing that night, but he did okay, confirming that Travis Kelce sang at his and Taylor Swift's wedding.
Oh, well.
Thank God he married her before he really revealed that he just wants to be a singer.
Yeah, well, just singing at the wedding doesn't necessarily make him a singer. He probably got up there with his bros and, you know,
he is always going to be grabbing the mic and trying to sing a lot.
Yeah.
And it is a relief that's over with.
It's such a relief because it happened and that was the end of it. You don't really hear, now they're just a married couple.
We still don't know if it was a buffet. There was rumors it was a buffet.
Oh, like people just walking down the line grabbing.
Yes, I think that
cornbread?
was a rumor because technically, etiquette-wise,
Yeah.
if you say the event is black tie, has to be a sit-down dinner.
Is that right?
Proper etiquette.
I did not know that.
Is that if you're asking people to do black tie, now if you say it's formal or cocktail at hour,
Yeah.
beautiful buffet, no problem. And I know a lot of people totally prefer a buffet. But if you're saying black tie, it's supposed to be that they, seat the plates. Now, who cares in this day and age? But if you're Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
and you're having 1,000 celebrities, I would think that they would, not. But who knows?
I always feel like buffet lends itself to people going a little, and because you're up there already. And you're like, oh, they got pancakes. And then you put the pancakes on and like, well, I don't want to get back up. But they do have crab legs too. And then you put the crab legs next to the pancakes, which in proper society is gross. But you're like, well, I want both. And
I actually can't control myself at a buffet.
That's what I'm saying. It lends itself to hedonistic behavior.
Yeah, we still don't know because everyone is keeping the secrets about the NDA. So we don't know and we're over it.
Are you concerned at all about the poop lettuce that everyone's talking about?
Absolutely
Everybody's talking
not. Where do you get the poop lettuce?
Well, Taco Bell, some are saying.
Oh.
But it could be any lettuce. There was a lettuce. I know you guys like Costco. And apparently one of the bag lettuce at Costco was the farm that they pinpointed this one farm that they believe it's coming from or it was coming from. So, and that lettuce is at Costco.
And if you eat the lettuce, it's just you have one day of diarrhea.
Some people have one day diarrhea. Other people, it's like this always. If it's a child or an elderly person, it could be worse. Yeah, right. But for like people who are, of sound mind and body, it's probably just diarrhea for a couple of days. But that's all I hear about. I have read the term explosive diarrhea more times in the last 10 days than I ever care to.
Well, it has not kept me from eating salads.
Oh, that's good.
I haven't bought any lettuce, but if there's a salad option, I'll eat it.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid.
You haven't had any issues?
I mean, I don't mind it.
Just feels like a clear out.
Yeah, I like that.
That's a good angle. I don't think many people have taken that angle. Like, I don't mind a little diarrhea. It's not a bad way to look at it.
I mean, I guess if I was performing or had a big thing, but if it just meant like I had a day of just like
clearing it out
in the bathroom, I don't think that's terrible.
I'm going to agree with you. I didn't look at it that way, but I like that angle.
I saw this woman say, this is what you're supposed to do to start going to the bathroom. You find this spot around your knee right here.
Oh.
Okay. Zooming in. And you go like this and you have to do some weird massage to it.
To work that on your
knee?
knee?
And then you run to the bathroom.
Oh,
I'm doing it right now. Let's see what happens.
oh no. But I don't feel like your poop, I don't think it's in that area.
Somehow it's all connected.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll see. Now the first thing I'm going to do when I get home is massage my knee. See if I can.
So this guy, Chris Blake, this is such a weird story. Okay. Chris Blake Griffith on rumors that he and Stefan Diggs were in a gay relationship. I don't know who he is. He's a good looking, light skinned black guy.
Okay.
Okay. And he's got tattoos from the neck down.
And
he's fit.
Is he an athlete?
Can you look up
I don't recognize that name.
Chris Blake Griffith is, Drake? But I started to see this story that he was either suing or saying that Stefan Diggs or something was had hit on him. Now, Stefon Diggs is a professional football player and
Yeah.
it had Cardi B's fourth child. He's
Oh,
the
okay.
dad of the fourth child.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're on or off, or if she hates him, or if she's writing songs about him or whatever. So I see him coming out and someone's like, are you going to try to get money from Stefon? And he's like, do you think I need money? Look at this. And he has this big Hermes handbag. So I'm like, okay, he's like some gay dancer or whatever. Then he does this interview and Hollywood Unlocked shares it where he's like, I am not gay. I am straight and I'm a heterosexual. And the guy's like, okay, well, what happened with Stefon Diggs? He goes, we were friends and we would go and have like shopping day. And there would be all these girls and then me, and we could go in the store and buy whatever we wanted. But the other guy friends of Stefon Diggs, they weren't shopping.
Oh.
So he's like, so now looking back, I'm like, why was it that I got to buy stuff? Maybe he was pursuing it, but I'm not gay. Like,
so
this
it
is
never
the
got
weirdest
to, yeah,
fucking
that
story
sounds like
ever.
So
Like,
they just
what
went
is this
shopping
story?
together. It never got to a gay sex or anything.
He says no.
Yeah.
So
So what's the story? They went shopping together?
yeah, what does
Yeah.
he do, that guy?
I guess he's just a sports marketing executive.
Oh,
Something like that.
there you go.
This story is so like weird, you know, and yeah, it is weird. You don't know when someone's just like that rich and they're just like, yeah, go into Louis Vuitton and buy a purse
Right.
or a handbag. But then he held up that Hermes bag and I'm like, are you? I mean, he looks pretty gay to me. He looks
Got
like
a gay look about him.
he has a gay
Yeah.
look.
I mean, some people do. Some people do.
Okay, this show I'm very excited for coming out. It's called The Shards. And it's Los Angeles, 1981. It's by Bret Easton Ellis, who wrote Less Than Zero.
Oh,
He'd written
already.
a bunch of other books, and they were always about rich kids in LA. When I read Less Than Zero, that's when I said, I want to go to USC.
American Psycho, too, he wrote.
Yeah.
That one with
But
Christian
that's what
Bale.
I never even thought about college or anything. And I
Yeah.
said, I want to go to this school, USC, that they're talking about where they party and all this stuff. I was like, and back then it was very much like, oh, you know, they shake their keys at the UCLA people like, we have BMW. And that never happened, but it just was
Right.
so like, you know, dumb. But anyway, so they go to like a Buckley or Harvard Westlake or something, and there's and it looks like there's some gay tension between two of the guys, and then somebody's like a serial killer. But I just
man.
love like the era.
Yeah, me too.
I mean,
Yeah.
Menendez brothers, 80s, the
I don't think
fashion, the money.
anyone nailed it that era, that person you're talking about, quite like James Spader in Pretty in Pink. Him being like the douchebag friend of Andrew McCarthy with
Yeah.
like he would wear
like a leisure suit.
he would
to
wear
school.
like a linen suit to school.
And they lived in like the Midwest. It
Yeah.
wasn't even like they were living in LA. I'm like, why is he wearing like a Miami Vice like
Right.
white?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
And he just acted like he was 40. He was like, you look
Yeah.
like shit.
Yeah.
Take a shower. So like,
And then every time they walked into a party, people were just like so cruel to her. Like,
Yeah.
nice pearls, honey.
yeah, like, wow, like they're so jealous of this girl that's like not cute.
Yeah.
Like I was kind of like, how? And like, you know, she's got something, you like her. And I'm like, no, like he's screwing a girl who's 35.
Yeah, I know.
like-
that was the two
Looks like
girls.
she's 35.
Yeah.
I know, it's so funny. Well, speaking of being mean, I'm so excited.
What is it?
There is a remake of Stephen King's hit movie Carrie in a series on Prime Video.
Oh, they're going to do a series of Carrie?
Yeah, like a short
Oh,
series.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's worth it.
And for those of you that don't know, Carrie was a classic movie about a girl who, it's a horror movie. She has like special powers. And
Sissy
she's a
Spacek.
crazy religious Catholic
Yeah.
mom. And she's like a super nerd. And she wants to fit into the high school. And they're all really fucking mean to her, but they act like they like her. So she's so excited to like have friends. And then her powers take over. And it's a big ending.
Well, they invited to the prom.
Well, I don't want to ruin it for the people.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe
ruin it. It's been out for 40 years. It's time you
No, but maybe they want to watch. Well, the remake.
John Travolta is the one who pours in the movie. It's John Travolta who pours
right.
the pig
And
blood
in the
on it.
remake, which is great, is because in the original, she's in the showers after PE, which, by the way, at my Catholic upbringing, we never had showers. We never took a shower. I only saw showers and locker room scenes
in movies. Me
Me
too.
I'm like, are people? And I always remember saying, how does someone have time in 7
periods in school
7 periods to go do PE?
That's what I
then
always
completely change.
Yeah.
Take a shower, blow dry your hair, curl your hair, and lock up your locker again. Like I need to know, did someone actually take showers after PE, or was that just for sports? How was their time to do that?
I never did. But yes, I was always fascinated by seeing it in movies too. Like Porky's, the whole thing is based on people taking showers. You know what I mean? The whole movie is based on showers. And I didn't even think we had showers in my school.
Yeah. And so then she is in the shower and she is 16 and she's a late bloomer and she gets her period for the first time.
Yeah.
And all the girls just throw pads at her. And she doesn't even know, her mom never even told her what a period was.
Yeah.
So anyway, in the preview trailer that I see, now that it's modern day, all the mean stuff is on the internet, filmed on social. So it's a million times worse.
Yeah.
So she thinks something is fine and she comes to school and everyone's like, all looking at their phone.
Yeah.
So that looks really, really good.
I'd watch that.
Another article came out where another massive Tarzana mansion party,
Yeah.
your city,
My neighborhood.
shut down by LAPD. And so it was 2,000 attendees.
Which is crazy.
It was some stream or something.
Yeah. They have them like every weekend somewhere. I can't really figure out where in Tarzana this is happening. It's not on my block, thank God. But yeah, it's I see pictures.
Yeah.
Like the backyard is so filled with people you can't even move.
I mean, it's just so easy to get so many people in this day and age.
Right.
Like that's why there was the TikTok takeover at the beach and all of that. It's like, remember when you would like go to a party, it would have to be like a flyer. You'd have to like paste flyers somewhere or like call a bunch of people and hope that they like, this is just like, yeah, this is the address. Come on fucking down.
And is it just somebody's house? I mean, they must be destroying the house, right?
I mean, yeah, I think sometimes it's Airbnb, sometimes it's someone's house.
Yeah.
I saw this Airbnb thing where the person rented it, which is like, I don't understand why this doesn't happen more, but it was a really nice house. And the woman rented it to this French guy. And then he like extended it and was paying, but then didn't leave.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like squatted at the house?
Yeah. Oh, and this other Airbnb thing went kind of viral. This young couple, like they had a small, average little place that you pay like $200 a night for. They did a video that went viral where they just ripped on their people that were there before.
Oh.
And they're like, oh my God, look at this. They moved the ottoman from the couch. Like we specifically said in the instructions, you cannot move furniture. And then she opens the fridge. She's like, oh my God, they left these like frozen potatoes. And so all the comments are like, and this is why we're done with Airbnb.
Oh, I
so
hate Airbnb.
done.
I hate it. It's just like check in. Now the new thing is like check in at 4, check out at 10. You know, so you like lose 2 days more or less. And then it's like put the laundry in. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I just had a place in Montauk, $1,000 a night I paid for it. But I had a bunch of people, so I can't go do hotels. It's the worst. Airbnb is the worst.
On the day that you were leaving, how much work was done before you could just walk out the door with your suitcase?
You have to do everything. I mean, you have to like make the beds and stuff. You have to get the house.
You have to strip the beds, right? And start the laundry.
They ask you to.
Start the laundry.
This guy did. I mean, but some people are very strict about it. They'll charge you a fee if you don't do the laundry and make the beds and, you know, all that stuff. It's crazy.
I'm like, why wouldn't you just have an extra stack of bedding? So when the woman comes, she just makes up the bed and then washes the stuff. And by the time she leaves, and they fold it up for the next time. Like if I was going to have an Airbnb, that would be my selling point. You don't have to make the beds. You don't have to do the dishes. Just leave by noon. That's it.
Right.
or 11.
And they charge you a
whatever.
cleaning fee, and then you do the cleaning. And I'm like, what's the cleaning fee for? They're like, oh, just a fee if you don't do it.
I remember there was
that's a nightmare
we
too.
did an Airbnb with a bunch of girls, and they were all like type A's, and there was such an argument about where we were supposed to do the trash.
Yeah.
Like, do we bring it down to the end of the street? And what day is it? What day do you do that at? Because it was like 5 days.
Right.
And it was like, if you miss that day, like you better put it in your car and like drive it down to a dumpster. Like they were going to lose their fucking minds. And I'm like, oh my God, you're right. Like we did a lot of them during like COVID. And I remember that guy finally was like, you know what? I'm just like cooking and cleaning too much. This like is not a good time.
No, it's not fun.
And then if you don't clean, then they can give you a bad thing.
My brother Airbnbs a place, and it's it's a nice one. And every now and again, I'll go over his house and I'll have a bunch of cereal. I'm like, where'd you get it? He goes, oh, the Airbnb people left it. I don't think you're supposed to eat it. He goes, well, it's not. It's fine. So they took like one bowl out of it.
It is kind of weird when you go to an Airbnb and you're like, and you open the cabinets and you see like there's coffee or like salt and pepper, and you're like.
Right.
Somehow you like get this weird little like, but you get like a little weird high from it. You're like, oh my God. Like,
you're like, oh.
Yeah. Or like there's like a one beer or like a Diet Coke or something. And you're like, all right.
Yeah,
like
we don't need ketchup. There's already ketchup in here from the family that was here a month ago. We're good on ketchup.
I don't know. You know what? We're so lucky to do any kind of vacation, but it is kind of like you go to a hotel and then you're like, I don't like seeing all these other bodies.
Oh, like have lied in the bed?
No, like when you go to like a hotel and you're in a hotel pool and you're like looking at like a lot of different people, a lot of different bodies, and you're like, maybe I'm overseeing like strangers' bodies. But then you get a home, so then you're like, okay, I'll get my own house, and then you're like, but I want to be able to have breakfast done for me and coffee and I don't want to clean up after. It's like you can't have it all.
In our Hawaii, we do Hawaii every now for Christmas now with my wife's family. And I was so over people's bodies by the end of Hawaii. I mean, that's so funny you mentioned it. I never put it into words until you said that. That's what it was. I told my wife, I said, I don't know why I hate this right now, but I hate this right now.
Okay, recently we went to the beach and it's just like, it seems sort of like weirdly invasive that I'm like seeing someone basically like naked.
Yeah.
And there was like a very like overweight boy.
Okay.
That had like very like boobs. Like, and he was having a fine time.
Sure.
But I was
you can have a good time with big tits.
It's just like the nipples were like, I mean,
yeah, that's tough.
I was like,
that's just
and it's like right in front of us. And I was just like to drink. I'm like, this is like, I'm like thinking about the whole thing. Like, what do you do with this kid?
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a hereditary body, but could you change his body at this point? Like,
yeah.
Can you, and they just want to have a good time at the beach and we are all meant to enjoy the beach together. But there's just something like.
But there is a t-shirt. You could be t-shirt guy, wet t-shirt guy. We all have been at one time in our lives.
He could win the wet t-shirt contest.
He could win. Big nipples sticking out. Like, yes, this guy looks like Catherine Bach. Thank you.
Chris,
all right.
Where are you going to be?
Well, I don't know. October is like I'm back at it in October. I'm coming to Vegas, coming to the Brad Garrett Comedy Club in October, coming to a cool place, Signal Lounge, Gainesville, Florida. The Signal Lounge in Gainesville, Florida, October 16th. It's a Friday night. And then October 17th, Saturday night, Side Splitters in Tampa, one of my favorite clubs. I love Tampa. 6:00 show on a Saturday. It's my favorite. It's already like it's selling very quickly. So go get those tickets. I'm going to put everything on Franjola.fun. It's not on yet, but I'm going to get everything up on Franjola.fun. So that's it. And then a bunch more coming. I got a million dates throughout November, December, January, February, and blah, blah, blah.
Yes, I do too. I have some dates finally too.
You're back at it, right?
Yeah, which I'm excited about.
Good clubs.
Everything's at heathermcdonald.net. Yes.
You're doing Cobb's. You're doing that great new improv in Desert Ridge.
Yes.
So Phoenix. Nice. So nice. Yeah.
Yes. So those are close and fun. And
perfect.
Yes. Chris, and cover to cover.
Cover to cover. We're having some drama over there. On cover to cover.
Changes.
Yeah. We're going through changes, yes.
But, the star of cover to cover.
It was still me.
It's still you.
Still
and it's
going.
all fine. So did it all work out.
Alex was our my guy that would be basically what Drake is doing, and he was my co-host more or less, and he's leaving and left. He's gone now, so I got another guy, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, I start again today. We're doing one as soon as I finish here.
Okay, well,
back at it.
I'll let you go. And cover to cover, Chris Franjola. Follow him on Instagram. Check out his dates. He's
doing it all.
He does it all.
He
does it. Sometimes he gets a little grumpy.
Oh, more than ever.
More than, yeah.
But I feel like I've been, now that I'm not on the road as much, because I took the summer off, the grump is gone a little bit.
It's a rare occasion.
Yeah.
Some people said when you got a little grumpy, it was kind of hot.
Oh, people liked I was angry.
Not grumpy. It was angry.
I know. People were into it, which I found very strange. Yeah. A lot of people are like, God, I want Franjola to yell at me. And I'm like, that's like, as a guy who grew up in a family that constantly yelled, it was constant yelling. There was never not yelling in the household. It's just something that comes naturally to me.
I love it. We're going to go see the Odyssey tonight.
Oh my God. I hear it's amazing. I haven't seen it yet because I want to see it on the... That's all right.
I'm going to bring my own pillow and blanket, and I'm going to see if there's any other movies I might want to sneak out to. Do you think I'll really love it for 3 hours?
I'm hearing this movie. I think it might be right up your alley. And every time I say this, it's a terrible movie and you hate me for it.
Yeah.
I immediately get a text from you like, what have you done to me?
Okay.
But it's this one that Olivia Wilde has directed.
McKinsey said I would love it.
Yeah.
If that's playing...
It's only the four of them.
Okay, if that's
like
playing at the same time, it's about a couple comes over and it's kind of like a swinging type of thing. But it's supposed to be so funny and so clever. And I will give Odyssey a chance. I know it's supposed to be a great movie, but it's 3 hours. But I did say, well, if I'm really not feeling it, I could go sneak into something else.
Yeah, check it out.
All right, love you. Bye.